Hi everyone, I'm Aishwarya and I welcome you to Crystal Prep's one more success story. And today I have Sampreet, one of our hardworking TEF Canada aspirants who recently cleared the exam with super result. In this video, we're going to talk about his real journey from the first day learning French to the moment he saw his result. So, whether you are just starting out or feeling stuck or wondering if this exam is even possible, so this conversation is for you. Let's get started. So, first of all, welcome, Sampreet, and a big congratulations to you.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you so much. And congratulations to you as well, because you were the one who got me here.
Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. So, first of all, Sam, how did you actually feel when you got your result? The amazing result, I would say.
So I would describe that feeling as, when sometimes you feel like there was a stone on your back, like a 200-kilogram stone. It's been lifted now.
Oh, so you had a lot of weight on your shoulders, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the weight was like, okay, it's done. Thank goodness.
The sense of relief that
Yep.
finally the hard work paid off.
Yep.
Right. So, Sam, would you also like to share your result with us so that our viewers can also see it? That what a wonderful job you did.
So I got CLB and CLC 7 in reading and NCLC 10 in listening and writing and NCLC 8 in speaking.
Superb. Getting NCLC 10 is something really different. People are aiming for CLB 7 and you got CLB 10. That's a commendable job, Sam. So
Okay.
let us rewind a bit. Okay. When did you actually decide to start learning French? The motive we know you wanted to apply for the Francophone draws, right? But when
Mhm.
did you actually start learning French?
Okay, so it's gonna be a weird timeline because in 2023 I was I believe in my third semester at college, and at that time I kind of saw this trend that French is becoming more and more important, more and more valued in Canada. So that's when I started paying attention to it. And I took one 4-month introductory course, a general education course. And that kind of brought me to basic, A1 level. But then I got busy with studies and I couldn't study until like September 2024.
Oh, very
So yeah, for 1 year it was like graduated and all that. So really busy and everything. So I couldn't. But in September I found the time, like things settled down. So then I decided, okay, let's begin this. So in September I started self study, but in 1 month I kind of got back on track, and I kind of started remembering that, okay, this is where I left off in that course. It took me around 1 month to catch up again, and in January after that, that's when I met you. I think mid-January ish.
yes,
Uh,
14th of January to be
14th of January. Yep, 14th of January. Yes. So that's when I met you, and I searched for you because I saw your videos on YouTube, your some of your test specific videos. I thought, okay, so now I need to start studying for the test because it should be clear that test specific preparation and just language learning are two different things, right? Right. So then exactly. Then I found you and I'm like, okay, the tests look really high quality and they are good questions. They're not easy questions like we see many of them on YouTube. It felt like this is actually the level of the exam. So I contacted you and we signed up. Mid-January we started, and January, February, March, April, 3 months of complete dedication, I would say, like nothing else, just focusing on French. And that's basically how it worked. Then mid-April, I gave the test on April 15, and result came on April 22.
And so, yeah, exactly 3 months, right? We started on
Yep.
January 14th and you appeared on
Yep.
April of 15th. Full three
Yep.
months. Yeah, that's superb. And so basically, Sam, we understood that you reached a good level. Still, I believe you had some challenges before joining us because that's the need. You thought that, okay, it's time to find someone else.
Exactly.
You explain your challenges at that point of time. by January?
Yes. I would say the biggest ones were subjunctive and conditional. But subjunctive, where to use it, what kind of mood we have to think about, like wishes or stuff like that, and conditionals, like how do they work. I needed help in those, and when I was preparing for the test, I think I picked those up while doing that. So that's where you helped me.
Nice. And were you also struggling with some speaking, listening, to be more specific, like writing and
Mhm.
reading?
Yeah, especially speaking in the beginning, I still remember our first session. And you were like, okay, I want to gauge where you are. So at first I was like, do I want to speak? Like, I'm not confident, but then I still tried. Like, I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot.
Oui, c'est très loin, tu as raison, mais la prise est très abordable.
And I was making some simple mistakes, even like, because even when you know the grammar and everything, when you actually do it in real time, you forget in the moment. So in the beginning, my level was not up to the mark at all. And yes, in speaking, that was the problem. In listening, I had never heard actual French people talking before. And in reading as well, I had tried some tests on YouTube. That's how I found you. But in the beginning, reading is like really hard. All the connectors like ainsi que, ne que, and all those things, they don't make sense to a beginner. So reading, yes, reading was in the beginning was really hard, but I think reading also helps a lot to learn the other modules, because then you pick up all those connectors you can use in speaking or writing as well, right? While you're reading. So these all four modules, they're kind of interconnected in some ways.
Correct. Correct. Everything is interconnected in the language now. So if you're good with reading, that will help with you writing. If you're good with listening, that would help you with speaking, and so on and so on. Right?
Exactly.
So it's a good thing. So, Sam, during your journey of actual TEF exam preparation, those 3 or 3.5 months, did you felt any moment where you just felt like, no, it's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna give it up.
Yeah. There were some times as I felt like that whenever I would try writing and I would see so many mistakes pointed out, like, okay, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. I'm making so many mistakes in writing. In listening, I try listening on YouTube, but it's really hard. I cannot understand anything without subtitles. Um, those when you are hit by those realizations, you feel like, okay, maybe this is too much for me. Um, but honestly, I tried, to keep my head up, and overall, it's just remembering the end goal. It's like, okay, if I don't do it in 3 months, I will be able to do it in 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Sometime it will happen if I keep doing it, right? It's not like people have learned languages before. It's not like I'm the only one learning. There are other people who have learned new languages and it took them time. Maybe it took them 1 year, 2 years or something, but they did it. It's possible. It's not impossible. So keep that in your head and keep remembering that it's for your future. It's for the sake of your career in the future. So with that motivation, you have to keep your head in the game, so to speak.
So, Sam, one more thing. Were you also working while you were preparing for the French language, or you were
Mhm.
given each and every day just to the French language?
Yep, I was working. In fact, I don't have any more vacations left at work because I told you already. I took those to study for French
Already
already.
last week, right? The last
Yep,
week before the exam. But see, it paid off.
yep. I'm okay with it. I don't mind it. I will. I mean, I can get them back next year, right? So it's an okay trade-off.
So finally, Sam, if you could go back, right, and speak to the beginner self, the Sam who just started learning French, what would be the advice you're gonna give it? And I believe it's gonna be same for other TEF aspirants also.
Okay, very good question. I haven't thought much about it yet, but if I think about it, I would say, if I go back to September, I would say that there will be many hurdles on the road. There will
Okay.
be many challenges I will face. Sometimes I will feel hopeless that the writing is too tough and I'm making simple mistakes like gender. I'm not getting the word gender right, or I'm using connectors wrong. I mean, I'm not using phrasal verbs correctly, or whatever that stuff. There will be some feelings like that I will have, that it's too hard, it's not CLB 7 level or things like that. But the important thing is that you keep doing it. Consistency beats any obstacle that you might encounter. If you cannot do it in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, there will come a time when it will happen. If you stay consistent, if you do something every day versus not doing anything, even if you do 1% every day, that will also count. It's better than doing nothing. And then basically, again, as I said, if it doesn't happen in a few months, it will happen someday. If you keep your head up, if you keep coming, if you keep showing up every day, it's like going to the gym.
Right.
you have to just you have to just keep showing up if you want to achieve that dream fitness lifestyle that you dream of, basically.
That is a very relevant example, Sam, that it's not just one day you're going to wake up and you're going to have those six-pack body.
Yep.
It's the timeline that you followed, the days you used to go to gym. So that is the real hard work that we have seen people ignore. And they just go towards the limelight that, okay, one day it's going to happen. But no one sees back the journey, the struggle, and the effort that person put in to get that result. So finally, Sam, would you like to share anything about Crystal Prep and how me and my team helped you?
Yep, for sure. And this is my honest opinion. I think you guys did a great job overall. You guys try your best to match their level of effort, and you even sometimes you go above and beyond. Like all the advice you gave me for reading, that advice was very handy. Otherwise, as I said, I got CLB 7 in reading. I don't think I could have gotten it without that key advice. And all the other things you told me, that there are some questions where the vocabulary gets elevated, and it kind of just gave me a framework that, yes, this is the type of structure the exam has. You kind of drilled that into my head before
So I also had that as an expectation that will come in the test, and it did. So all that advice that this is going to happen in the test, it was, I would say, almost 100% on point. Apart from that, in speaking and writing, as we know, we were doing that actively. Speaking every day, you know me, like we started from, I felt like I really did not even know how to say basic sentences in the beginning. But over time, as we practiced, you gave all the various tips that you gave me. I would say high-level vocabulary that you were using, I picked that up too. So
that's so good.
I think you guys did a phenomenal job, really. I think the 3-month timeline that I did, of course, I had to put in all the effort myself too. I had to do it every single day, completely devote myself to it. But without your guidance, I don't think those 3 months could have helped me to get the success that I did in this exam.
Nice, nice. So we are so happy for you, Sam. So we wish you all the best for your future endeavors, and you know you're going to succeed in your life.
Thank you. And I'm sure that you will also keep providing value to many students' life, just like you did for me.
We hope so.